Welcome back to another episode of the 25 Days of Puppy Christmas Card Ideas, where we're giving you 25 ideas for your Christmas cards, 1 for the card, 24 for the social media advent calendar leading up to the big day. And this one's really fun because it shows off your holiday decor, specifically your miniature Christmas trees.
The 25 Days of Puppy Christmas Card series can be done with one or many dogs, created with a traditional camera or your phone, done in your house or outside, and range from elegant and refined to fun and quirky, so there's a fit for everyone. And don't forget, these photo shoot ideas also make for great social media advent calendars, even if they aren't all going to be used on your Christmas cards. If you're using a traditional camera, I recommend you set up a remote shutter release through a clicker or an app on your phone so you can take photos from where you're posed. If you're using your phone, I recommend you set it to cinematic video and take screenshots of the best frames after, since pups tend to move around a lot and you don't want to stress over missing the shot. Each of these episodes is designed for a specific card template that will link in the caption, but you can use this on whatever template works best for you.
Now, there are 2 ways to do this photo shoot. One is just to take a nice picture. You don't have to worry about anything. Just take a nice picture of you and your dog. If you want Christmassy colors, do that. And then you're going to use a Christmas tree overlay. I will link mine down below for you if you need to grab it. And you're just going to be in a forest of these pretty decorative trees. You want pretty colors with these. The alternative is that you can actually set up your miniature Christmas trees. Now, there's lots of places you can get it. I've seen them in a ton of stores this year and every year. And you can set them up so that you kind of have a slope in or a slope out. So it goes up on the sides. It can kind of go up toward the center and then peak off, but you want a gap in the middle. So you can space them out very close together if you want, or spaced out pretty far. You just need to make sure there's a hollow on the inside for you and your pup to pose between. Now, the downside to doing this in real life and not using an overlay is that your camera might focus on the wrong thing. So you have to make sure that you are doing this in a way where you're double checking to make sure the focus is not on the Christmas trees up front in the foreground, but it is on you and your dog in the background. So if you're setting this up, set them on a table, set them on something where they can stand up, and then you are just going to move further back and pose in that gap between those trees so that you can get your image. Again, double checking to make sure the focus is on you and your dog in the background and not the Christmas trees in the foreground. If you shoot this on your own in real life, the Christmas trees up front will be blurry. That is how cameras work because of the depth of field. And so you're going to be in focus. They will not. That's how it should be. If you do it with an overlay, you can either choose to make them blurry and realistic, or you can choose to have them nice and crisp and clear as a very clear overlay. That is totally up to you. And it's very, very easy to shoot this because you can either just shoot that nice photo or just set up a couple of trees and take your pictures without a ton of work on the back end of this. And then when you're ready, you're just going to drop this into your template.
Whatever photo editing platform you are using, and you're going to start with your local retouches. So if you need to clean up any puppy eyes, you can go ahead and do that. If you've got stray fur on your sweater, you can fix that. If you need to deal with the shadows under your eyes, you're going to use your clone tool, 28% opacity. You're going to grab the skin on your forehead or on your cheek, and you're just going to paint that out to lighten that up a little bit. You can make your color adjustments if you're going to need to go into your brightness and contrast panel. We've talked about all of this in all of the other episodes. You already know how to do this. And if you are working on a blank background like this, you may want to change that background color. So all you're going to do is use your select subject button that is going to highlight you and your dog. And then you're going to be able to do this one of a couple of ways. You can duplicate this layer and you can just put a layer mask on it so that you've got a layer in between, or you can just add in that blank layer and you can choose what color you want. I'm going to use my color picker tool to grab that same green color. I want to make it kind of that green tone. And I'm just going to be able to paint this then behind me and my dog because I cut us out with that non-destructive layer mask. And of course, now this looks painted. So we're going to change our blend mode down to our color. And it's still kind of on the bright side, so I'm going to reduce the opacity, make it look a little more natural. But that way we've got more of a pop with that color. You can, of course, use a gradient. You can use a color that stands out with it. So I used a similar color. You can use a different color to make it pop, whatever works best for you. Think Christmassy thoughts with this. And then from there, you're going to be able to drop this into your template. Add your overlay to your image. I prefer to have then the blurred version so it looks like it was realistically taken through those trees, but you can also have that clear, crisp version. Then you're going to want to go with something along the lines of Christmas tree. I love the "Oh, Christmas tree" vibe of this because it's playing on the song, but also feels kind of Dr. Seussy, very much Christmas story like, and that's just going to kind of make it pop. It's kind of unique. It's kind of a modern take on Oh Christmas Tree, and then you are good to go. You can even add in some sparkles if you want to dress it up and make it a little more glitzy.
I love this card because it is so functional for you as a creator to be designing. You can decide whether or not you want to do it in real life or you want to use an overlay, but it allows you to get a really cute picture of you and your dog. And then you can lean into the Oh Christmas Tree theme. You can lean into decorating trees, a forest of trees. You can quote some of your favorite Christmassy things on your Christmas card that have to do with those Christmas trees or holiday decor or whatever it is that works best for you. You can even go with a color scheme. You can do all pink trees, all pink and red trees. You can do green trees, all blue trees, different shades of green trees, whatever works best for you and whatever works with the holiday decor you already have, because you don't need to go out and buy new things for this. Use what you've already got and create that little bank of things up front that you are then shooting through. And if you don't want Christmas trees, do something else. Use your nutcrackers, use your Santa Clauses. You can create a row of whatever you got, baby. There's lots of options for this one. And then you're going to lean into that in the way that you are designing your card. And if you do not love this one for your Christmas card idea, there's 24 more ideas over on the YouTube channel where we are breaking down exactly how to take these photos, edit the photos, retouch them, and then create your Christmas cards to send out, plus 24 ideas to use for your social media advent calendar leading up to the big reveal of your Christmas card on the 25th. So follow along for more. Hit the subscribe and notification bell, plus daily videos helping you navigate the world of dog parenthood so that you can live your best life traveling and having fun and playing with and teaching and learning and growing with your dog. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.